Hello and welcome to Cutting Words. I'm Brad Thompson and today we're going to look at Monstrous Compendium Volume 3, Minecraft Creatures. The Minecraft Creatures pack here came out on dndbeyond.com. It's free to grab right now, just in the account, which is also free to get on D&D Beyond. And they released 5 stat blocks on here for Minecraft Creatures. This was announced during D&D Direct. So, yeah. I definitely looked at these and may have gone out immediately and bought a Ender Dragon. So cool. There's a now stat block for the Ender Dragon from Minecraft. And a lot of their toys actually make really good D&D minis, especially if you're going for that blocky look. Particularly had wings, lights, and little spoke breath weapon attacks and things. Amazing. Like, I could build a really cool encounter with this. So, yeah. My son Adam, also into Minecraft and D&D, so win-win for that too. I mean, these are technically his toys bought for him for his recent birthday, but little creeper there. TNT. So yeah, so we're all good to go for this Minecraft D&D adventure I'm going to design, I guess. But enough playing with toys, let's look at the stat blocks. Alright, here's the compendium. Let's take a look. So here's the Ender Dragon. Wow. The final boss in Minecraft, for those aren't aware. With the towers there. And various other creatures. Enderman and Creeper. So, and wolves. So my son Adam plays Minecraft quite a bit. It's all the rage with the kids, as well as Minecraft Dungeons, which is kind of like their dungeon crawler version of Minecraft. That, yeah, also quite amusing. I played a little bit with them. The villain there is the Arch-Illager, which is basically an evil villager wizard type person. The Arch-Illager. It's quite amusing. But anyway, let's talk about the creatures in this compendium. We've got the Blaze. So blazes are elemental beings that congregate in the nether fortresses. They float short distance above the ground, and each one is ordered by 3 sets of glowing rods. When a blaze is destroyed, it sometimes leaves one of these rods behind. Blaze rods are a source of great energy that, when carefully crushed into powder, can be used to brew potions and craft other magic items. In addition, those magic rods from the blaze are a requirement for getting to the end, where the Ender Dragon resides. So they clearly included, the blaze as part of the Ender Dragon package here. Alright, so the blaze attacks by launching 3 fireballs from its fiery core. Fire ignites creatures and flammable objects. If necessary, a blaze levitates into the air to better see and more easily target its enemies. So the blaze is a medium elemental, typically neutral evil. Armor class 13, hit points 75, fly speed 20, speed 20, flight 20 feet, vertical movement only, hover, so it's to crawl on the ground, and then it can hover up and down. Interesting. Strength 16, Dex 17, Con 16, Int 6, okay. It's quite dumb. Wisdom 10 and Charisma 7, and not charismatic at all. It's got resistances to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. Fair enough. Immune to fire, makes sense. Immune to exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained. Go him. We'll go it. Senses dark vision 60 feet. Blaze rod. When the blaze drops 0 hit points, it disappears in a cloud of smoke. It has a 50% chance of leaving behind a glowing rod worth 100 GP. The rod sheds dim light in 5-foot radius. As an extra, creature can try to snap the rod, doing so with a successful DC 14 strength check. Snap rod releases a fiery energy in a 5-foot radius sphere centered on the south. Each creature in the area must make a DC 14 Dex saving throw, taking 6 fire damage on a failed save, or half damage on a successful one. Okay. Heat aura. Any creature that starts to turn within 5 feet of the blaze takes 3 fire damage. Illumination. The blaze sheds bright light in 20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. Water susceptibility. The blaze takes 1 cold damage for every 5 feet it moves in water, for every gallon of water splashed on it, or whenever it starts its turn in the rain. Poor blaze. Multi-attack. The blaze makes 3 fiery doom attacks. Melee or ranged spell attack, plus 6 to hit, reach 5 feet, or range 60 feet. On a hit, take 8 fire damage, and target catches fire if it's creature or flammable object. Until the creature takes an action to extinguish the fire, the target takes 3 fire damage at the end of each of its turns. Okay. That's the blaze. Creeper. They're probably the most iconic creature from Minecraft. It's a weird creature. Weird guy. Creeper. Anyway. A creeper is a green, armless creature that emerges in darkness and silently prowls the overworld. On its 4 short legs, its peculiar face bears no clue of its motives, but its destructiveness makes it one of the most greatest threats to both life and property in the overworld, as it blows up, causing damaging effects. I'm very amused to see how how D&D battle map would be affected by creepers exploding and doing things. Quite a bit of terrain to build, but it'd be a lot of fun. The old creeper. Anyway, let's move on to the stat block here. So creeper is a medium monstrosity, typically neutral evil, armor class 12, hit points 19. Alright, these creepers aren't that tough, are they? Speed to defeat, it's got strength 10, dex 11, con 14, int 6, wisdom 8, charisma 3, perception and stealth are trained there. Immune to lightning, okay. Conditional immunities, exhaustion, senses, dark vision 60 feet. Only half challenge rating. So bizarre physiology. The creeper can't take actions except for dash, disengage, hide, and search. Can't take bonus actions or reactions because it's got no hands. Just a thing. No attacks. Creeper head. When a creeper drops to 0 hit points from a charged creeper's explosion, it dies and its head falls off. Creeper's fallen head is hollow and can be worn as a mask with eye and mouth openings. Destruction. When it ends its turn within 10 feet of a humanoid they can see, the creeper stops moving and emits a hiss loud enough to be heard by a creature within 30 feet of itself. If the creeper drops to 0 hit points before the start of the next turn, the hissing stops and the creeper dies. Otherwise, at the start of the creeper's next turn, one of the following things happens. So it kind of runs up, and then these things can dash, so that's 60-foot movement still. Effectively, it's not doing anything else with its action. So creepers are quite quick, because it's just going to dash because it's got nothing better to do. To charge up, and then when it gets to you, it then stops and starts hissing. So the creeper drops 0 hit points before the start of the next turn. Hissing stops. The creeper dies. Otherwise, at the start of the creeper's next turn, so you happen to still be around a whole round, the creeper will then do the following, also known as exploding. If there are no humanoids within 10 feet of the hissing creeper, it stops hissing. Then it uses an available movement to approach the nearest humanoid it can see. If there are one or more humanoids within 10 feet of the hissing creeper, the creeper explodes in a ball of energy that fills a 20-foot radius sphere centered on itself. The energy spreads around corners. The creeper is destroyed. Every creature in the explosion's area must make a DC 12 dex saving throw, take 14 force damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Increase damage by 7. Or 2d6 if the creeper is charged. See electrical charge. Objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried take 14 force damage or 21 force damage to the creature's charge. Okay. Electrical charge. When a creeper is subjected to lightning damage, it takes no damage and instead becomes charged for 1 minute. While charged, the creeper emits dim blue light in a 5-foot radius. Super creeper. Fear of felines. The creeper has a frightening condition. Whenever it starts its turn within 60 feet of a feline creature, it can see. The condition lasts until the start of the creeper's next turn. Funny creepers. I always thought the hissing sound was hissing like a cat, but no, it's actually the fuse of the TNT. Especially after looking at this graphic here. It's the fuse of the TNT. I always thought like a hiss, like back off or I will explode, kind of a threatened thing, but no. It's just a fuse. Weird thing. But fun. Alright. Ender Dragon, which apparently, according to the internet, is named Gene. Because, Alright then. The mighty Ender Dragon is one of a kind, a vast flying creature with void black scales and purple eyes. It soars above the central island of the End. No one can say whether it is a guardian or prisoner of the End, but either way, the Ender Dragon challenges anyone who enters its domain. Right. The Ender Dragon buffets enemies with great wings, engulfs foes with its gaseous breath weapon, and delivers crushing bites with its powerful jaws. Its hide is strong enough to defeat all but the deadliest weapons. So the Ender Dragon is a Gargantuan dragon, chaotic evil, armor class 22, very respectable, 350 hit points, speed 30, fly speed 120, so very fast, strength 27, dex 14, con 25, only 10, wisdom 15, and charisma 19. So it's got bonuses to con and wisdom saves. Perception 14, stealth 8, okay. So resistance to fire, immune to necrotic. So that's quite nice. Have resistance to fire and be immune to necrotic. Condition immunities, charmed and frightened, fair enough. So you can't mind control or scare the dragon, very good. Dark vision, 240 foot dark vision, okay, sure. Lot of sight there. Oh, dark vision though, no like blind sight or anything. So you can actually turn invisible and sneak past this dragon, which is not most dragons have blind sight. And I think the Spelljammer dragons don't either, which is interesting. What was new thing for dragons going forward? Who knows? Anyway, the dragon egg. When the Ender Dragon drops to 0 hit points, it radiates beams of purple light and disappears, leaving behind an inert jet black dragon egg worth 5,000 GP. Fair enough. It's interesting when they put value to things here. Sometimes, because like that's a magical legendary egg, right? Who knows what the market's like for these eggs? Anyway, legendary resistance has got 4. They're also like mixing out the legendary resistance count. Like it used to be pretty standard with 3, 3, 3. It's always 3. But now they've had other creatures with like 4s and 5s or 1s and things, so they mixed it up now. I'm not sure to what end, but yeah, 4. Actions, multi-attack, the dragon makes 1 bite attack and uses beating wings. Melee weapon attack 14 to hit for its bite here, reach 15 on 1 target, 18 piercing damage plus 7 necrotic damage. Got beating wings, dragon beats its wings. Each creature within 15 feet of the dragon must succeed a DC 21 dex save and throw, or take 10 bludgeoning damage, or be pushed 10 feet away from the dragon and have the prone condition. Which, you know, if you're in a flying battle, you're flying after this dragon that does its beating wings, watch out, that can be quite lethal if you're quite high up, because if you're not prone, you fall and probably take a lot of damage. It's a d6 damage for every 10 feet you fall when you hit the ground there, so watch out. Harmful breath, so it's a recharge 5 to 6. The dragon exhales putrid gas in a 6-foot cone. Each creature in the area must make a DC 21 Constitution saving throw. Oof, high DC, taking 52 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. The dragon then chooses a point it can see where the cone makes contact with the ground. That point becomes the center of a 10-foot high, 10-foot radius cylinder of lingering gas that disappears at the start of the dragon's next turn. Any creature that starts its turn, this cylinder takes 10 necrotic damage on top of that. It's potentially quite a bit of damage there from its breath weapon. But the Ender Dragon doesn't have any legendary actions, which is interesting for a Challenger 19 dragon. No legendary actions here. It's got legendary resists, but yeah, got a couple attacks, swords, breath attack, and that's what it's doing, flying around, which is interesting. I guess it's nice to have an option to have a potent non-legendary action dragon, because legendary actions can slow things down a little bit sometimes, interrupting for creatures to do them. So in theory, it's balanced up here to be quite challenging for high level characters, you know, with the high level characters challenging 19 there without legendaries. Interesting. Of course, the Ender Dragon's not alone in its final area either. It's got the End Crystals for one. The Ender Dragon has a special relationship with the 10 40-foot tall obsidian towers scattered around the central island of the End. At the top of each tower is an End Crystal that sends a beam of healing energy to the Ender Dragon when it flies nearby. If slain, the dragon can be brought back to life by placing 4 End Crystals on the portal that leads back to the overworld. Crystal Healing. When an Ender Dragon ends its turn within 60 feet of the end crystal, the crystal emits a healing beam that causes the dragon to regain 20 hit points. A dragon can benefit from such healing only once per turn. So the dragon's got a healing factor effectively once these crystals exist. The crystal statistics, an end crystal is a large object that has armor class 11, 30 hit points, vulnerability to bludgeoning and thunder damage, resistance to piercing and slashing damage, and immunity to poison and psychic damage. When a crystal is destroyed, it explodes in a 20-foot radius sphere of destructed energy. Any creature in that area must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, taking 21 force damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. So, yeah, end crystals there. As well as this has Endermen minions as well, which we've got stat books for right now. So Endermen are tall, black, bipedal creatures with long, thin limbs and piercing purple eyes. Violet particles flicker in and out of existence around them. Endermen are unnerving and enigmatic, acting in a manner that is all but impossible to interpret. Endermen seem particularly drawn to the end, where they get in large groups. Blah blah blah. Anyway. Cool, and they drop Ender Pearls, which get a MacGuffin for getting to the end. Alright, Enderman. Medium aberration, typically chaotic neutral. Armor class 14, 78 hit points, 40 foot speed. Alright, quite quick. Strength 15, Dex 18, Con 15, Int 10, Wisdom 18, Charisma 11, with Strength 5 and Con 5. Saving throws, alright. Perception, Stealth, and Survival train there. It's got resistant necrotic damage. And it's got Dark Vision 60 feet. And it's got End Speech as a language. It's interesting. New language option there. End Speech. So we've got Evasive Teleportation as ability here. This challenging 6 creature. Whenever it takes damage or is the target of a ranged attack, the Enderman can teleport along with any equipment it's wearing or carrying to an upgraded space it can see within 20 feet of itself. No action required. If this effect is triggered by a ranged attack, the Enderman teleports just before the attack hits, causing the attack to miss. This trait is suppressed while the Enderman has incapacity condition. And there's no limit to this. So just range attack them and just keep teleporting everywhere and you keep missing. How annoying. They're basically immune to range attacks. Hilarious. And it keeps getting closer every time you shoot at it. Terrifying. Implosion. When the Enderman drops to 0 hit points, it dies as its body implodes. Roll D10 on a 9 or less, the Enderman leaves no remains. On a roll of 10, the Enderman leaves behind a glowing purple orb called an Ender Pearl with 500 GP. A creature can throw the pearl up to 60 feet. If the pearl lands in an upgraded space big enough to contain the creature teleports to that space along with any equipment it is wearing or carrying, and the pearl disappears. Fun. Sunlight sensibility. While in sunlight, Enderman has disadvantage on attack rolls. Water susceptibility. Enderman takes 1 cold damage for every 5 feet it moves in water, for every gallon of water splashed on it, and whether it starts its turn in the rain. Yeah, okay. Rain bad. Enderman makes 2 slam attacks for its attacks. It's got +7 to hit, reach 10 feet. There's long arms. Does 8 bludgeoning damage plus 9 necrotic damage. Okay. But yeah, no one's going to expect the evasive teleportation feature, are they? Just trip people up. Very cool. Alright, and finally we've got the Wolf of the Overworld, which, as far as I can tell, is identical to a normal wolf, D&D wolf stats in every way. So I'm not sure why it's here, but here we go. So just do the armor class, 11 hit points, 40 foot movement, little unlined beast. Strength 10, 12, should I say, Dex 15, Con 12, Int 3, Wisdom 12, and Charisma 6. Got Perception and Stealth trained. Perception 15. Got Pack Tactics, advantage when it's got a friend to attacking someone. And it's got a little bite there, +4 to hit. They can 7 piercing damage. And they can do a DC 11 strength saving throw or fall prone. But yeah, that is identical to regular wolves. So yeah, I don't know why they bothered, but sure. There you have it. That is the whole compendium. Very exciting. I need to get to work on this Minecraft encounter. So it seems like a lot of fun. Running that Ender Dragon there. Alright, I'm Brad Thompson, just been cutting words. Rawr. And, yeah, I don't know why they bothered, but sure. There you have it. That is the whole compendium. Very exciting. I need to get to work on this Minecraft encounter. So it seems like a lot of fun. Running that Ender Dragon there. Alright, I'm Brad Thompson, just been cutting words. And Well, if you like these videos, please subscribe, really helps the channel grow, and it means I can play around these toys some more, I guess, on camera. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you around. Happy gaming. See ya.